All right, next is part 17 of the video series of AutoCAD 2019 certification training. And what we're going to do now is add and modify text. Add text, add, modify. Okay, well, let me start off on home. So here I am on the home screen, and or on the home tab, is what it is. And of course, there are text options here. You can add text this way, or you can go to annotate and add text this way. There's 100 different ways of doing that. From this screen, let's say we can choose either single line or multi-line text. Single line text means that you're just going to create on one line. Multi-line means you're going to, kind of like have a paragraph or what have you. So you click on that, and then you bring your cursor into the screen. You can see there are some letters attached to it. You click, you can drag the box out, and then there is your box. Of course, once you drag it out, you can still adjust it to make it longer and taller and everything else. So we are going to play with some text. There's all kinds of things that you can do with text, like you could in a word processor. However, it's not quite as intuitive as, say, like Word or whatever, Microsoft Word. You have to kind of hunt around for some things. Not that you'd really use a lot of, text editing in AutoCAD, but you would use some. And it has a lot of the same common settings that you can do, like you could do in Microsoft Word. But let's talk about what they're going to test you for. Is they're typically going to have you find a piece of text on a plan, such as this, and they want to know what is the font style, or they may have one of many other questions about that text. This is how you find information out about text. You click on it, and then you right-click, go to Properties, and in your Properties bar, you can see there's all kinds of stuff in here. Whatever they tell you to do with the text, I mean, you could change anything in here, right in here, color, line type, all that stuff, line weight. What we're looking for, though, is contents. Okay, this is the contents right here. And of course, we see the contents says Autodesk, because that's what it is, Autodesk. But if you hover over Autodesk, maybe click on it. Oops. Okay, let me try that again. Okay, Autodesk, where'd it go? And, well, it used to, it would pop up and it would give you a long line of text saying, with all the information like the font that it is. I don't see a font in here. However, it should still do that. But if not to worry, because you can click on this little tool button, whatever it means, I don't know. I guess it means it brings up the text ribbon, because this is the text ribbon, text editor. And in the text editor, we can see that the font is Courier New Greek. And if I remember correctly, I do believe the test, you would find all that stuff right in here. But just in case you don't find it in there, go into the text editor and Courier New Greek. You can change that font. You just have to highlight the whole word and pull down the drop down menu, and select a text that you prefer. Okay, so we can do all kinds of things. Here's my favorite. Of course, not that I would actually use this on a set of plans. I must have passed it. Yeah, of course I passed. This is in alphabetical order, dummy. So I'm looking for comic. Maybe they don't have comic. No, I guess they don't. They used to have that in there. This is our, let's see everything. Oh, Comic Sans right there. So there you go. That might be something you like, maybe not. Depends. But that's how you work with your text, how you place it and work with it. Now, once you get into scaling, right now I'm scaled at 1:1, and I believe when you take the test, everything is going to be scaled 1:1, which is good, because when you start messing with scaling in text, it gets kind of irritating, I would say. But you know, text sizes, you know, don't quite interpret the way you would think they would. But anyway, it just takes a little playing with to get used to that. And actually, now that I go in here and look, that I changed the font, it actually says it right here, Comic Sans, and typically that's usually where you'd find that information. But hey, we're good to go. We know a couple of different ways to find that text information. So that is it for this video. The next video will be using dimensions.